So in the last episode of StreamCraft, we got all of these platforms made for the mob sphere, and mobs are spawning and dropping like crazy, but they're just falling to their death at this point. There's no way to collect the loot. That's not good. So in today's episode of StreamCraft, we're going to get this thing operational so we can AFK and get 11,000 mob drops per hour. Stay tuned. What's up guys, it's Coop-Dizzle here and welcome back for episode 8 of StreamCraft. It's another beautiful day here in Photog Heights. I'm just chilling here at the Coop-Dizzle Mansion. And yeah, we've got a good episode planned for you today, so I hope you're ready for it. In the last episode, we started off, well, the whole episode was pretty much building, or at least starting to construct, Snow Crash's mob sphere. And we got the platforms made, but that took everything I had just to make the platforms. We need to get it operational. So I did want to, real quick, before we head over there, I just wanted to say a couple episodes ago, Picky Gamer commented and said I need to change out the color of the glass here in the ceiling, and that would help it to pop a little bit more. And I do think that is right. And it's just that by the time I pretty much recorded the whole next episode, didn't really get a chance to respond to that. So I am going to do that. And at some point we're going to come back to the mansion and do a little bit more work on the interior design. But we have bigger fish to fry. This mob farm, guys, is extremely important for our base project because it's going to provide us with loads and loads of TNT. And the amount of landscaping that I would need to be able to do to pull off the base project that I have in mind is just unrealistic. And you know, even if I committed the time to it, like I can tear away blocks like stone and dirt. I can do a lot of that, okay, and I have in the past, but I can only do it for about 20 or 30 minutes before I just fall asleep, and then it's like I wake up and I do it for another 20 or 30 minutes. It's so boring. So I figured this would be a really cool thing to do. We can provide a great farm for the server, and at the same time give us a really, well, I don't know about an easier way to clear out all that land, but definitely a more fun way to clear out that land. So here in a couple episodes, we're going to be ready to get started on that, guys. So like I noticed, you know, the last episode didn't perform as well. Part of that might have been the release time, I don't know. But part of it might have just been that you're not as interested in that project, I don't know. So if that's the case, then just hang in there, guys. We are going to get to the base project, but this is sort of like the project that needs to be done before the base project is even possible. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know, with what's going to happen with our sorting system, if it weren't for the Iron Titan, the kind of massive amounts of hoppers that we would need for our storage system would just be unrealistic. You know what I mean? So anyway, we're gonna head over to the spawn chunks here and get started on it. So let me zip on over there and I'll see you in a second. So here we are over at the spawn chunks where lots of stuff is going on. Knight's made some more work on the storage area for the Iron Titan, and that's looking pretty good. Oh, you can't even see the mob farm yet. Let's see if we can get the mob sphere to load in. And I've made a little bit of progress on the mob sphere in between episodes, not too much, but I did get a start on the collection platform, I guess you would call it. So if you missed the last episode, in the last episode we got the spawning pads done and the roof put on top of that. So in this episode I really want to get this thing active. I want to get it functional and possibly get some of the decorating done as well. This thing still hasn't loaded in. Okay, let's give this just another second. You'll get a really good look at what I'm talking about. Here we go. So at the top here, what you're seeing is you're seeing 5 layers of spawning pads. And right now they're all lit up, so nothing's going to spawn up there at the moment. You've got a roof on top of that, so once we knock out all the torches, then basically mobs will start spawning there. And so they're just going to move around freely and they're going to fall to their death onto this wire frame right here. So what this wire frame is it's basically marking out the I guess the level where the mobs are going to fall to their death, and that's where we're going to get their drops. So what I'm actually doing is I'm kind of building this platform in reverse order. For right now, I'm just going to build out a level, and then we're going to put down, the next step after that will be to put down minecart tracks, and then minecart hoppers, with some kind of system that collects all their drops. So, you know, if they have drops in the minecart hopper, they're going to stop over a hopper and unload all their stuff. And then, yeah, all that stuff will get funneled into chests. So, one thing at a time. What we're going to do next is I am going to go get my camera account going. We're going to hop into third person mode and just kind of build out this platform. So, anyway, hope you enjoy it, guys. Alright, so the platform is completed, and a big shout out to Kath for coming by and helping me out with that. But yeah, originally, whoops, fell into some water there. So originally that platform, the one you saw in the montage, was a bit bigger, and I realized it was just way too big. So in the video, Snow Crash recommends that you could just follow the template for the roof, and that would work for the collection platform, but actually that's way too big for the collection platform. The reason this one's bigger is because it has to block out all the light for those outside platforms, but when they fall, they're not going to fall out to that distance. So I can't remember what the exact dimensions were for that, but it's something to keep in mind if you decide to build this farm. So the next thing on my list now is I have to figure out how to collect all these mob drops. So originally I was going to use a minecart track system, and I wasn't too sure how to do that. So I had a couple of redstoners on the server. I think they're both online right now, actually. Yep, CK and Alex both came over and took a look at it, and we kind of worked out that either way it's going to be kind of tricky to do. And I just said either earlier in this episode or in the last episode that it would be ridiculous to use that many hoppers. And then someone was like, well, Knight got all those hoppers and he chopped down all the trees for all these hoppers. And I was like, dang it. Because, you know, then my man instincts kick in and I'm like, oh, okay, you're saying I can't do this. I can do this. So that's going to be a lot of work to use the hoppers. But the thing is, if we use minecarts, ultimately we're going to end up losing drops, which kind of defeats the purpose of doing one of these giant farms. So luckily for me, a few friends came into the rescue. I think Kath probably donated a bunch of stone, so thank you very much. That's going to be a big help because once I do put down hoppers, I'm going to have to half slab that over. And then I think CK and Boganier, they're both two new members on the StreamCraft server. They came and donated a bunch of wood logs for me, which is awesome. So thank you so much, guys. I don't think this is going to be enough to cover all of our hopper needs, but I do already have almost 2 stacks of chests here. And yeah, it's going to take a lot, but ultimately, even though I said it would be crazy to do, it's going to be the best option. So I don't know how much of this project I'm going to get done, by the way, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get started making some hoppers here. But unfortunately, we had an internet outage over the weekend, and normally tomorrow night, I usually take a week to make these episodes. Normally tomorrow night would be when I do all the editing for all this stuff. And there's no way, like, we just got our internet back on at about 10 o'clock p.m. and I have to work tomorrow. So there's absolutely no way I can get all this stuff done before the episode is scheduled to come out. So I'm not too sure how much we're going to get done, but I'll get done what I can, and that's just going to have to be what it is, you know? So hopefully you guys understand, and anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get back to work on this and see if I can get the collection platform at least finished. and we'll see how much of the actual collection system I can get done as well. So I'm going to get to work on that, and then I will see you in just a second. Okay, just a real quick progress update here. I've put in hoppers for the first quadrant of the landing platform, and that took 10 stacks of hoppers plus about 5 more. So that's 645 hoppers that I just put down for that quadrant right there. This is an insane number of hoppers, and unfortunately all of my donation logs are gone at this point. So still plenty of iron from the Iron Titan, but if I'm going to pull this off, I'm going to have to go chop down a whole bunch of trees, enough for what, like 1800 hoppers, 1800 chests. I can't do that math right now, guys, but I've got a lot of trees to kill, so I'm going to get on it, I guess, and hopefully I can get some more of this thing done before I have to do another progress update and possibly end this episode early. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna get back to the grind. Alright, so I apologize for the rain, but I really wanted to show you this real quick. I think I might have stumbled onto a really good design for a ghetto tree farm. So I was in Spawn Town a few days ago before the internet went out, and someone behind the main mountain had just planted a gigantic block of the 2x2 spruce saplings, and it was just this massive box of 2x2 spruce trees, which I thought, that's awesome, that's perfect, that's a great idea. So I went and I chopped it down. Not so practical, but I tried it again here, but just with one row like this. So what you're seeing is 14, I counted it out, it ended up being 14 of the 2x2 spruce trees, which you just get like this, easy, nice and easy. So I planted 14 of those in a row and bone mealed each one of them, and so they grew side by side just like you're seeing here. And then you can just staircase up to the top and go straight across in one direction like this all the way until you get to the end, and then you just dig down by 2 and go the other way. Now I am all the way at the bottom here. I just wanted to leave this much so you guys could see that it actually does work. Nobody told me this, no one told me, and I've been playing this game for a while, so I figured if I didn't know it, there might be some other people that didn't know it. But check this out. How long is it going to take me to finish chopping this down? I'll finish chopping this down really quick, and then we'll go see the total resources that I got. It took me a little bit longer to get this done simply because I forgot my axe was dead, so I had to go pick up my axe and go upgrade it. It ended up being cool. I upgraded it, so now it's an efficiency 5, and I'm using a haste 2 beacon over there. But check this out. So I got 3 stacks of chests donated from Alex. I got another couple of stacks over here. I'm going to save these, they're not a full stack anyway. But look at all these spruce logs. Can I clear out my inventory? How much can I get in there? There we go. So anyway, I got all of that, and just chopping down that thing over there that you saw, all the 2x2 spruce trees, that's what I got. And chopping it down maybe took, I don't know, 10 minutes or something, maybe a little bit more, but it was really quick. And now I can make a whole lot more chests, which is good, because I think be able to get maybe another quadrant done. But anyway, when it's time to get some more trees, I'll definitely be able to do it like this. So that's about 9 stacks of chests. I got a little bit more. I got some more chests in here. What have I got? Oh, nope. 1, 2, 3, 4 more stacks. So that's going to give me 13 more stacks. I can definitely do about another quadrant, maybe a quadrant and a half or so. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you real quick. I'm going to get back to work, and then I'll report back when I've got some progress. Alright, well, the collection platform is all the way done, and I hope you enjoyed that little time lapse there, or montage if you will. So yeah, this thing is basically operational now. We've still got to do the aesthetics, we still need to design the sorting system and the design for the chest room, and just do some aesthetic work to the overall build so it doesn't look so, I don't know, farmy or technical. It looks a little more, I don't know, artistic, or I don't know, just well designed. So anyway, we still have a bit of work to do. We're going to try and get that stuff done in the next episode, I believe. But I am really glad that I was able to get this much done on the very limited time that I had this week, given my internet problems. And yeah, you can see I'm getting a little bit, I'm still having some internet problems. I'm getting quite a bit of internet lag. I don't think that's server lag. I think that's just the internet. But otherwise, the rates on this thing are pretty good. I did a little bit of AFK last night. When I went to bed, I just left this thing running. And at that time, it was only about 75% covered in hoppers. There was still a quadrant that needed some hoppers. So I can't remember which one it is, but one of these sets of chests isn't going to have quite as much stuff in it. Oh yeah, I've got some major server lag. So let's see, I think this chest over here, this one should have plenty of goodies in it. So let me go ahead and open this thing up. Alright, so there you go. As you can see, we got one double chest full. This was, again, after last night. A second double chest full. Let's see, we got a little bit of a third one as well. And some of that might be from me just hanging out in here as well. So I don't know exactly how long I was AFK for last night, but probably not for too terribly long, because I did wake up and see that I got kicked off the server at some point. But there you go, guys. It's working. It's working really well. And this thing should be producing right around 11,000 drops per hour, or roughly 3 double chests full, and we're up to a little bit over 6, maybe close to 7. And then this is the one that we just got online not too long ago, so that's going pretty good, and I'm really excited with it. We did it, guys. It's operational, it's functional. This thing is really cool, and it did take a lot of time and resources to build. Again, probably it would be easier to do one of the more redstone heavy 13,000 drops per hour, you know, dispenser using or piston pushing kinds of designs, but I'm really happy with this one. And just because, you know, we also get ender pearls, and not that we need an ender pearl farm, we have a really good one now that just produces ender pearls like crazy. But still, if you happen to need some ender pearls and you're over here at this farm, you can grab some over here as well. And of course you get all your other mob drops, so that's really good. Well, sorry about that. My internet is still having some problems today, and you know, it's just the disadvantages of living in a small town, I guess. But yeah, this thing is looking pretty cool so far. It's going to look even cooler once we get some really good support structures built up underneath it. And also I've got some ideas for how we can get some supports going for the top portion as well. So again, all stuff for the next episode, but I've heard that something is going down over at the Coop-Dizzle Mansion, so we're going to go check that out. I did want to take a second before we get there though, and just say thanks to a few people who made it possible for me to get that project done, or to the point that it's at, in such a short amount of time this week. So hopefully I don't leave anyone out, but Kath again donated a bunch of stone and some logs as well, so big thanks to her. And also Alex donated 3 stacks of chests, which was very helpful. And a couple of our new members on the server, CKLP and also Boganier, who those are 2 new guys. They've been playing for about a week maybe. And both of those guys are active in various communities. Boganier is more of a live streamer, so you might want to check him out. And CK, I think he does some live streaming. He also does some YouTube videos, although he's not YouTubing StreamCraft as of yet. But anyway, so definitely go check those guys out, and they've been really cool to hang out with on the server so far, so I'm really glad to have those guys. Okay, so here we are. Let's just hop on over here. Here's the mansion over here, and so far everything looks good. I don't see anything out of the ordinary there. I'll just pearl on over. Hopefully that was a good throw. Yep. Alright, very cool. Well, I hear something. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Sounds like machine guns. What is that? Oh my gosh. Oh, that is an awful sound. What is going on? It's quieter here. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. that's obviously supposed to be the prank over there. Let's see if we can figure this out. Let's do some investigation. I don't have my axe with me. Oh my gosh, what on... that is so loud. I have a feeling it's behind the Coop-Dizzle sign. Alright, let's go look. It's so loud. Hang on. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whew, that's a little bit better. Alright, let's see what this is. Peace and quiet is not an option, Boganeer. That's pretty funny, actually. Oh my gosh. Okay, man. Alright, well, speaking of Boganeer, there you go. I would say, like... that's kind of funny. It sounded like if there had been something with machine guns, it would have made more sense. I think this was just like a, you know, typical, I don't know, standard like noise-causing prank. But man, I'm just glad I found it. That was driving me absolutely nuts. Okay, so let's patch this up. And speaking of Boganeer, I do think we should maybe head over to his house. There we go. Oh, so much better. Jeez. Alright, so. Alright. I can't think. Like, I can't even think right now. That was just so... It messed me up. It's like it messed up my brain. Alright, well, I was going to head over to Boganeer's place and kind of show it off, but I don't think it's quite done. It looks like he's still got a lot of work to do on it. So, I thought we'd just head back here real quick. Now... my reaction to that, usually I laugh a lot more at pranks, but I think that one was just so loud. It was really kind of like it just fried my thinking. I couldn't even think. Like, it was just so distracting. So I gotta say, Boganeer, I mean, you seem like a good guy. Thanks so much for helping me out with the mob farm with the wood donations, but you know, for a prank, I think you're gonna have to do a lot better than that, buddy. That's kind of like I've heard of that prank. It seems like a standard just kind of like a trolley prank, you know what I mean? So I guess the real question is, a nice effort though, I guess. Nice effort. The real question is, you guys need to let me know down in the comments, is should we prank him back? I mean, the one thing I will say, props to Boganeer for the prank, is that he's the first one to try to prank me on the server. So I really, for the most part, there's been a lot of pranking going on in the server, and for the most part, I've stayed clear of it, just because, you know, I just like to build, you know what I mean? Like, I just kind of want to build and do my thing. But let me know if you think we ought to prank him back, and if you have any ideas, please let me know too, because I'm not really the most creative when it comes to pranking, but I could take out some time to do it and maybe try to think of some things. So anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoyed the episode. We got a lot of stuff done. Well, it may not seem like it, but we got the basically we got the mob farm operational, which I think is totally awesome. So we got all those hoppers placed, a grand total of like 2,000, what was it, like 2,400 plus hoppers, just absolutely ridiculous amounts of hoppers. Got all that stuff operational, so the mob farm is usable, which is cool. Sorry, my kids are going nuts. But anyway, guys, and then we also got to check out the prank, and a couple other things. I will be doing the Inter-Server Votable UHC Season 2 coming up this Saturday, so be on the lookout next week for some Inter-Server UHC videos. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, I think that's about it for now. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please hang out in the comments, let me know what you think, and hit the like button. The support definitely helps me out a lot. And yeah, if you do enjoy the series, please share it as well and help spread the word. And yeah, we're at 90 subscribers, guys. I can't believe it, almost to 100. It's crazy. So thank you so much for your support. And yeah, just thanks again for hanging out, guys. And until next time, may you be happy, may you be well, and take care. I'll see you later.